Okay, so this... I'm kind of thinking of this deck like Yawgmoth a little bit. Or, like, it's built, to me, like Yawgmoth is built. Where we're built around one really powerful creature, and the way Yawgmoth is built around the card Yawgmoth. And we're playing a lot of cards that are kind of suboptimal otherwise. Torch Courier, Nest Invader, like, they play Young Wolf, and they play Stranglergeist. And then we're playing Fierce Empath as, like, our Eldritch Evolution. We're also playing Chord of Calling. You know, it's a little bit different, but I hope that kind of is just like all around Imperiosaur the same way that deck's all around Yawgmoth. And you have your combo of using Torch Courier to both convoke your dinosaur and give it haste, one-shotting your opponent. And like Yawgmoth, you have like dopey creature beatdown plan, which is fun. And I think that it's very cool that like Aether Vial I think plays really well with Convoke Shells. It's our first Aether Vial Convoke build on stream. I'm very excited for turns where you go Violin, Fierce Empath, get Imperiosaur, use Fierce Empath to convoke. And what's cool to me is that Chord of Calling can find Empath for Imperiosaur, like end of turn, but can also just get a Nest Invader, get a Quirion Ranger, get a Seasoned Pyromancer to help you like get more creatures to convoke. Also can get you Torch Courier, can get you some sideboard cards. I know that people are probably going to ask about this. This is my anti-living end tech, Tajuru Preserver. Spells and abilities your opponent's control can't cause you to sacrifice permanents. It's like the only... Like, in these kind of decks, if you're courting, you want to get something that stops, like, the Cascade, which are only cards available in white. Although, no, there's also the new 04. Maybe I should win the new 04 instead. Kind of the same. Any other 6 CMC bullet? I don't think that there are any good ones, but there might be. There might be. But I think you're just always going to want to get Imperiosaur. Let's keep this hand, though. Honestly, like, able to keep this hand because of the Khalni Gardens in a big way. Although... I do think that I'd probably offer this up as a blocker. Is Merfolk viable mod? Yeah, Merfolk is pretty good, actually. Surprisingly good. What do you see? I promise to get the Lucy Cam set back up. I've been kind of lazy on it. Just like this is a lazy dog. Dead Gone, huh? I guess they like that to like bounce Murktide sometimes. That's a pretty good pickup for them. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take the hit from the Sragavan or block with the plant token. I think it's honestly close. You want the anti-sack over Soulless Jailer? I feel like I just forgot about Soulless Jailer. I thought almost for sure I said exactly that. Should probably be playing Soulless Jailer instead. Let's jump block. It's gonna be a longer game here. Red Source would be a good draw. Yeah, these Khalni Gardens are tough to evaluate. Maybe I'm playing too many. Okay, well now I got my red source. I actually think I need this plant token to play as like green Convoker. Well, I'm not sure exactly how I'm getting another one. I have 2 forests. I have Aether Vial also that can like Vial and Quirion Ranger. So I think I keep the Quirion Ranger so I can try to Vial it in. And we'll just be Seasoned Pyromancering a bunch. They're also going to be Seasoned Pyromancing. Discard Blood Moon and Bloodfeather Phoenix. Cool in like the mono red shell. No attack. I think I'm just discarding Boseiju Ranger. Definitely flooding the board with tokens. I'm gonna need to find a forest before we can Imperiosaur or Aether Vial. And doesn't look like we're gonna have that much time. Actually, they're playing Lava Spike, is very surprising. Should have been on the play this game. I think I don't have enough time to play another Seasoned Pyromancer, and if I draw a forest Wall of Roots is going to be the ideal card. I don't find it. Let's go to game 3. I guess I could have... I can't draw anything. Okay, I'm not too scared of Blood Moon overall. We'll just be trying to fetch a forest aggressively. Maybe 2 forests aggressively going forward. Don't you think losing Obosh is worse than getting the Phoenix? I mean, probably. I don't. This kind of question isn't like that relevant. Where it's like, I'm just gonna let them playtest a new card, and there are other like good even mana value cards in their archetype. The Phoenix is fine. I like that you can discard it to Fable and Seasoned Pyromancer effectively. I like that you could play Dragon Rage's Channeler too. I don't think I'd play Lava Spike, but I don't know. I don't really care. You know, I'll just let them do their thing. Got the Ranger for Endurance. Yeah, Lava Spike and Dead Gone in the same deck is so weird. Like, surely like you want to play like Firebolt instead. But like the Phoenix is good. You know, like the Phoenix is good. Obosh is good. It's just okay. What is Preserver for? Living End. It probably should be a Soulless Jailer instead. Should be a Soulless Jailer instead. Better against Boseiju. Can you activate Quirion Ranger during Convoke? Not during Convoke, but before Convoke. Or like you can like untap your vote a mana with your mana dork, untap your mana dork, pick up a land, replay a land. Just a one of Chord of Calling target in this build. I think you have to keep these kind of hands in Yawgmoth and just know that you have 12 Yawgmoths, and we have 12 Dinos in the deck. We can draw Fierce Empath, we can draw Chord of Calling, we can just draw Dino. Let's draw Seasoned Pyromancer in this build. I guess I'm going to Nest Invader? Reading Nest Invader, I imagine. Right, resolves. And there's my Fierce Empath. So can I go... Wall of Roots is free if I can Dino this turn. Wall of Roots, Empath. Yeah, I don't have enough mana. Not this turn. Remember, you cannot tap this and sack it for Convoke, unfortunately. Really wish you could. Yeah, maybe we get raced here. We could draw Chord of Calling or Torch Courier for the win. No reach creatures over here and set the Endurance. Okay, so can I go... Nest Invader should be free. Yeah, it's free. So go Nest Invader. Then we go Chord for 1. So I tap Nest Invader. And then, so I guess I can tap... Yeah, I can... This is funny, because I can tap these... I tap one of these for Convoke. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so... I can also tap the Torch Courier. Green. I don't need to sack the Scion. And at first, they can't bolt the history. Yeah, I thought that was going to be one short, but maybe that's a bit better. Okay, this is the deck. This is the idea. Game 3. I missed the sing. Chord of Calling! And again, I think Imperiosaur is really, really good. I think that the AWAC version is a good version of this archetype. I think that there is more potential to be found still. I'm going to keep this. Could be a little slow. I'm going to play the Vial turn 1. I think I have to with 2 drops in my hand. Can maybe Chump Lock Garden next turn. We'll see. Be funny if they cast this and get something. Yeah, is Fierce Empath... I guess it is modern legal. It's an M21 card. Yeah, I don't know if this... Yeah, Empath could go in the Pioneer version of the deck. Maybe you just want to build that as Elves in Pioneer, where you have Fierce... Oh, I can play a Pioneer League. That sounds sick. Because you can play all of the Elf token generators, Dwynen's Elite, and the new Dwynen's Elite, whatever that card's called. Oh no, it sounds so sick. You know what I'm talking about? So you play the full 8 Elvish Mystics, You play Dwynen's Elite, you play the new Dwynen's Elite, you play Fierce Empath, you play Chord of Calling, you play Ancient Imperiosaur. It seems like really close. It's maybe missing like something or another. What is in the world? Yeah, maybe I've just tricked myself into playing Pioneer. I don't know. Yeah, War Master, thank you. Can never remember the name of that card. Okay, probably don't need to feel too scared about being at 12. And I want to be able to chord for Torch Courier end of turn. Torch Courier is Pioneer legal? Damn it. It would be Pioneer legal, damn it. Don't need to block with this. Okay, so I'm chording for Torch Courier. Yeah, I guess if they kill my Torch Courier here, then I'm gonna have 1 tap blocked with this. We'll see how this league goes. If this league is like really promising, maybe we just like do the Pioneer version real quick. I need to make the full 7 power. Or 20 power. Alright, another turn 4 kill. The Dino is really good, y'all. The Dino is really good. Alacrin, 17 months, thank you. I think people like are just so addicted to the freaking Coco. Yeah, I don't know, yeah. Modern players are dangerously addicted to the Collected Company. Opponents on a multi 5. This is deck have removal. You have removal for your opponents in the form of the Dino. Like, Collected Company is the fabled mirror breaker of creature decks. It's just like, what if we added this card to this deck, huh? Yeah, thought about that, Spike. Okay, maybe we're gonna be a little too slow to draw against Ammo Titan. Although we have a lot of sideboard cards. We have 5 Moons, 4 Force of Vigors. Maybe the Reclamation Sage too. So feeling very good about our chances post-board. And if we can steal game 1 here because they mulled to 5, we feel good about that too. Just Belmont, I think they 11 months. I don't like how long they're thinking. Are they going to turn 2 Titan me through after multi-5? Their hand must be like Growth Chamber. Their hand, if they're thinking there, their hand is just Growth Chamber, Grazer, Titan, right? If they're even like thinking for a moment, which is 1 mana short. You have some more insights on battles. You have some new rankings for the first ones. A little bit, yeah. I can get into it later, but I think in general, like there's like maybe 5 or 6 battles that are really good. Might of Alara, the red-black one, the blue-black one, Invasion of Gobakhan, Invasion of Tarkir, and then beyond that, there's not like really any crazy ones. We have some fringe playable ones, but like how playable they are is also TBD for sure. Spice, 25 months. Oh, okay. They did it. Got a lot of sideboard cards. So maybe cut the Aether Vials. Go down to like 1 Torch Courier, cut the Quirion Ranger. Can still chord for Torch Courier. Cut a Spyro. Probably should bring in Reclamation Sage also. Maybe still be at 19 lands. You could maybe trim a land in this matchup. Any Recruiter to red on the menu? I do like that card. I don't know that I've ever had a Imperial Recruiter deck that I liked. This one, I had one that, like, the one that was, like, even close. It was the Kiki Vial deck. I can't remember what I called that one. Yeah, the Kiki Vial one was, like, the only one I really liked. Can't remember. I can't find it, but it's in the Stream Decker. I always like to try to answer the first-time chatters. All right, since you're first-time chatter, I'll do some digging. Against Amulet, we'll keep this. We can just name Plant with Cavern. Yeah, so this was like in a wacky deck, trying Charge counters from Core Tapper, Cornucopia. Put counters on Aether Vial, Vial, and Recruiter. Use it as a 1-card Kiki combo machine. It's pretty fun. Isn't the Gruul Battle good? It's okay. I think it's only going to be good in Index playing Invasion of Alara, where like you are wanting to like find more invasions of Alara and just keep bearing your opponent. Okay, opponent's on a Mold of 6. Yeah, I'm not sure about the Caverns too. I feel like we could play Veil of Summer against Murktide, but it's like more mana intensive, and I think you just want to play Cavern. I'm gonna upkeep Force of Vigor them. I don't think that we are supposed to use it now. And I guess I just pitched the Force of Vigor. I think you want to have like more information on like what card you're drawing. Thank you, Runes. And then we can either get Empath or we can get Magus of the Moon. We should have some time here. Yeah, maybe play Burning Tree in the Pioneer version. Thanks for slapping this together. Are there any other red cards worth playing? I like the Visionaries here. Let's name Dinosaur. Oh no, I need to name Human. Yeah, I need to be able to cast Seasoned Pyromancer. Can I Chord for Magus right now, or Empath? Yeah, I can. I can Chord for a 3. Let's just Chord for Magus. Or they can like play Dryad. Like going to Magicon in Barcelona? No. Swan Song? You're kidding! I can't believe they would Swan Song me. Get out of here. Yeah, this looks like a really good first draft. That combo, Grazer Swan Song. Okay. Held the Rec Sage, rewarded. 2 cards in their hand. Why is Cavern on Human for Magus? Seasoned Pyromancer. Magus 2, I guess. I'm not sure if I want to get Magus or Fierce Empath. It should probably just be Magus. Let's just see if it resolves. Yeah, we're just gonna Magus. It'd be hard for my opponent to beat Magus and Blood Moon. It'd be pretty fine. Oh, nice. So we don't have a Torch Courier this time, but we do have a 2020, which should lock things up. Let's tap the bird. Just for fun. Fierce Empath never looked so good at Modern. It literally never looked this good. Alright, I do like my sideboard plan. Let's go. Literally has never looked this good. I've used it to get deep green. I have too. How do you come with this tech? Chat suggestion? This one's all me. I am able to... Some things are chat suggestions for sure, but I don't do anything else. I was up for hours and hours and hours last night working on this and the Rona list and just finding things to do for today. On the draw, no Moon, no Force of Vigor, gonna mulligan against Titan. Alright, keep this on 6. Can put back the Empath since we already have the Dino. Why is this deck not on Chalice? You could play Chalice. This is the first draft of the deck. I don't know. Doesn't seem mandatory. Is it not better to keep Empath up for pay for Dino? I don't think it is. Could be. Don't think I'm supposed to just force the Saga. Maybe we'll play another one. Don't hold to 5. Be another one of finisher with coordinated. Nope, this does the job. Also, like, literally, like, what card are we even proposing for, like, another finisher, you know what I mean? Like, I need specifics. How do you balance time streaming and brewing after streaming spend time with partner? Well, I mean, it's my full-time job, right? So, just like anybody else balances their job with the relationships. We're choosing human and cavern, so we can cast Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, I got map? Okay, I'm okay with that. Have we one-shot them? Yeah, we did. I mean, it's still pretty early, right? But we did one-shot them twice in match 1. With haste, too. I refuse to believe Nest Invader is the best 2-drop for the deck. I would love to hear, like, you know, another suggestion. I had Dwynen's Lead, and I forgot that Dwynen's Lead needs another elf in play. I've also, you know, recently even looked at other options and not found anything better. Just copy your amulet. Do you pitch Sage here? I think you pitch Sage, yeah. They get Teleria West. Then they go copy Bounce Land. And before they have Swan Song mana up, I'm going to force. They have T-West, 4 other cards. Fuck. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to force here, though. I think that they are almost always just transmuting T-West here. And so if I miss on the green card, I just have to spend next turn hardcast forcing on the amulet. Or if I draw a green card, I can Dino and then pitch. But it's hard to imagine that there's like not any card knowing that one of their cards is T-West that lets them Titan here. So it is now packed Growth Chamber mystery card. We do find the green spell, so let's go. I always forget about the old Wall of Roots bug. Just a 14-14, but it's gonna be a lot of pressure on my opponent here. You can Dino plus Hardcast? Was I able to Dino plus Hardcast? I think you're right. Yeah, you're right, I was. That was better. So it could have been 16-16, 17-17 on attack. Probably not that different, right? Because it's just like 2-turn clock instead of either way, just a 2-turn clock, but we'll keep that in mind for next time. Sunhome, one of the worst cards the opponent could have here. That's good news. All right, 2-0. 2-0. Pretty good start. Anyway, Elvish Warmaster Druid might be better than Nest Invader. They're the only other 2-drops. Nest Invader being green is just way more relevant than Mogwar Marshal, I think. I could be wrong. Mogwar Marshal might be better. But also 2-2-0-1, is that better than 1-1-1-1? Probably, yeah. 2-2 is a bit better with, like, the Hierarch. But either way, they're, like, not even, like, different cards, you know, really. It's like, it's hard to imagine, like, Mogwar Marshal is much better without the Goblin synergies. And you could be more of a Goblin build. I think you could be more Goblin build, you could be more Alvis build here. We're just kind of in between. I'm going to play the Vial. I will, you know, happily let my opponent hit me with Ragavan. Although we did beat Ragavan, the Ragavan deck match 1, but so far we've been on the draw against it when playing against it. You're good, Max. I didn't think you were even taking particularly long. GG. How about the red swords where they give you 3 goblin tokens? It's like really funny that you suggest that, because like we've been playing that with this dinosaur all last week, but like that's just a completely different build of this deck. It's like so different, you know. It doesn't just give you 3 goblins, you need to work for it. Fierce Empath, great draw. Changing Torch Courier for Elves and adding Reckless Stormseeker to give haste to Dino. In Modern, I would not be interested at all in Stormseeker. I think Torch Courier is much, much better. Like both being convoking the Dino and giving it haste. Maybe in the Pioneer build. We do have a pretty interesting Pioneer build. And I kind of want to play it today just so I can like talk about it online. I don't know if I have time. We'll see. We'll see. It probably won't take that long. Yeah, I agree. I think comparing this deck to Yawgmoth is like a good way to like help y'all visualize how I'm thinking about it. Can we better read? I don't think so. Verdict Command. I don't want to play Verdict Command in your Aether Vial deck. And also, those tokens also enter tap. Like maybe in a different show. I do have a soft spot for that card. Just like everybody who's ever seen that card, because that card is awesome. That card is so cool. Did I play Lord Rever or something other in my 8-whack version? Not the 8-whack version, but I had a draft of that was like Aether Vial goblins. Like so like I had a draft that I haven't finished, but is like let's reveal Lightning Bolt here. And they're gonna attack. I think I'd rather trade Quirion Ranger for Ragavan than the Wall of Roots. Although I do get the treasure token. So still I think I'd rather do this. So it was just like Aether Vial, Torch Courier, Mogwar Marshal, the worst Mogwar Marshal. Okay, this is a great outcome. The worst Mogwar Marshal, Munitions Expert, Horde Master, and then the Dino. And it's like you're just like normal goblins and you draw the Dino. But I wanted a way to tutor it, and that's kind of how I ended up here, I guess. Okay, so let's go Blossoms. Probably going to just discard both Aether Vials to my Seasoned Pyromancer next turn. Let's just cast the Empath. And then get a Dino. Yeah, they used Heat. That was... yeah, I don't know why they used Heat instead of Bolt, actually. That was really weird. Yeah, it's cool that Empath is an elf. So again, you could build a more elf-focused version of this deck. I was even thinking about playing Aether Vial in the elf version, which is not something I've ever done. It feels really exciting. But this is kind of the I know that's maybe not the best comparison, but this in my mind is the Yawgmoth version. Stream Decker supposed to join. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that Dwayne's League made the token without an elf. I guess it's because you just always have the elf. Yeah, sorry. So the Verdant Command comment again. Oh, well, I guess we already have the ability to play this uncounterable. I guess I can uncounterable Nest Invader player on Spell Snare? Oh, well, just have everything, I guess. Just have everything. Yeah, we'll Cavern Goblin after this, so they can't kill it in response. Not that they can even do anything, like they're not beating the 2020. If they chump with both, they can go to 1 and then lose. Happy to be able to bring in these caverns. This was the sideboard plan for Murktide. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They could have 3 heats. They can't, though, because of the ward 2, right? That's even only 18 damage. Wow, that's so funny. Oh, no, it was lethal. It was lethal because we had the Ignoble Hierarch. Yeah, no, they were dead. Thank you, Ignoble Hierarch. I love how, like, at first glance, this deck looks so awful. Just like Yawgmoth. Like, it's so funny, the comparison to Yawgmoth. I think it's a... Like, if this is exactly if I was, like, teaching in a classroom, it would be how I would bridge the gap, but... it just makes so much sense, I think, once you start thinking of it that way. Alright, I played 1 Cavern main, more side. I'm not sure about the mana requirements. You could play more Caverns in the main. Let's keep... Like, I really like having Cavern. I really like having Wall of Blossoms. Yeah, it's... The deck is both, like, built similarly to Yawgmoth and also, like, looks terrible like Yawgmoth, but is actually, like, pretty reasonable. How do you beat Fury? I don't know. How does anybody beat Fury? It's just like, sometimes your opponents play cards and you just keep going, you know? It's a flavor says you need something like Starve Extinction to kill Dino. It's a flavor fail because it doesn't kill the Dino, right? Y'all never beat a Fury before? Actually, I would be surprised if any chatters have ever beat Fury with the way they talk about that card. Might counter this, that'd be okay, I guess. Did think about Cavern on Wall. Might Cavern on Elf, we'll see. Obviously wanting to Cavern on Dino. Yeah, we have the walls to help against Fury. It's I don't know. You'll beat that card sometimes, you'll lose to it sometimes. I think this Dino's more fun than Storm Dino. It's like way more competitive for sure. Okay, they find a Ragavan. Not like mana efficient, I guess, but they need heat to kill the Wall of Roots, and I think with the double Chord of Calling in hand, the Wall of Roots is really nice. Yeah, Fury is usually just a 0 mana 2 for 2, which is very good, but it's just like, you know, you beat Fury all the time. Scam Fury on the other hand. They found the heat. Maybe they respect Dryad Arbor, although they would just still attack. My Torch Courier. Oh, they're gonna give haste to that Murktide. The main downside of this deck is there's no backup plan if Dino gets got. Yawgmoth says beatdown plan. I mean, we have a beatdown plan. You know, we have creatures that can attack. Maybe it's not as good as Yawgmoth's, but I don't know. Like our little creatures also complement the beatdown, like the Dino plan better than the beatdown plan complements Yawgmoth. I don't know. Early draft. I don't think we're gonna be able to win this one though. We'll play it out. Maybe one of Craterhoof? Like, how are you casting Craterhoof in this deck? What have we even talking about? I don't know. Alright, if you're just spitballing, fair enough. Fair enough if you're just spitballing. The Chord for Craterhoof, then all your creatures are tapped. Alright, let's go to game 3. You had to play for game 3. This could have been a mulligan, like figuring out your range of keepable hands with new decks always takes some time. I could have also like Caverned on Wall and like resolved my Wall of Blossoms, which would have been really nice. Oh, what a beautiful hand. I've never seen such a good looking hand in my entire life. Funky? They never have it when you want them to have it, I guess. Well, that's not super ideal. It's fine. Great Oak Guardian, Flash Reach. This card doesn't have Convoke, right? This is just 6 mana, 4/5, Flash Reach, +1/+1. What are we talking about? I will say when I see a comment like that, I'm really happy to have an EDH player in the chat. Happy to know any EDH player is here. Yeah, let's just go Endurance this turn. No, you can't play 6 mana core targets in Modern, especially not ones like that. It's 2/2? I'm so confused. That's okay, I can be confused. Also not legal in Modern, awesome. You do not have Delirium. What are you doing? Okay. Fun. Paid actor. I think I can Dino next turn, right? Maybe I'm a little short. 1, 2, 3, 4 with the Empath. So I have to draw a land. Yeah, land does it. Okay to wait a turn, maybe. It's a good draw. Also a good draw. Got plenty of time here. They hoping to connive for Delirium. They couldn't even connive for Delirium. They didn't have enough types. I guess that's what they thought. Don't you have to discard Empaths? Not if I use the Empaths before I use the Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, so we're gonna Violet Empath, get a Dino. This first Dino is gonna get countered unless we draw Cavern, but we have the second one, so I think that's okay. Got the Seasoned Pyromancer to refuel. That's interesting. So I'm not gonna like full Oh, I can't. So I thought I could do both, so for some reason, never mind. Oh, I can't undo. Ah, damn it. Should let you undo. It's okay. They're just gonna counter it, but I should have another counter on this wall of roots. For reason, I think I could play the Chord of Calling too. I don't know. That's okay. I can do something like I can go like cast Imperiosaur into, if that gets countered, Seasoned Pyromancer Chord for 1 potentially. No, I guess I don't have enough either. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, great, easy. This is the plan, of course, or part of the plan. Did I chord for 1 first? I guess I should have chorded for 1 before I played this. Well, they got no cards in their hand. Kind of doing fine. Probably should Violence Spyro end of turn. Just don't know how they ever erase this. Let me just make sure I can't like I can't chord for 1 for the Torch Courier. I don't think so. Ooh. So I don't need both of those. Yeah, I'll just not let them connive. I guess maybe we let them connive so that we can have the Endurance untapped. They have no cards in their hand. Oh yeah, why did they play their land? They have 2 Ledger Shredders in play. Okay, but the 2020 Dino is like just always so unbeatable for them. And we get to play another one next turn. Uncounterable 18-18 if we want. Okay. We're 3-0. Feels pretty good for like what is very much like just a first draft. With Yawgmoth, you can play a single Empath and single Imperiosaur. Yeah, but it's also like, why are we not just like getting Yawgmoth? I don't know. Maybe I don't know like what spot like you have the ability to like do that, and you just don't combo with Yawgmoth instead. Okay, well we did beat Amulet earlier. Amulet is, I think, a tough matchup, but we have a million sideboard cards for it. And we're up against a very good player, too. I really want to get a trophy with this, though. It's definitely felt good. We'll play more of it tomorrow. How's Gardens feel good? Yeah, Gardens is really good. Oh, we're getting turn 2'd? It's the Timeless Amulet deck. It's Timeless Amulet. Which is good news for me, because I have more sideboard cards. I think it's Timeless Amulet. Ah, I love Bob. My son, Timeless Amulet, is here, facing me. We might get shown the door on turn 2. Unless Bob has no other payoffs here. Okay, another Amulet revealed. So landfall with the Escapes the Wilds plus Grazer available. And Bob does have another payoff if he's Scroll Turfing here, since he would just play the Saga off the Escape if not. Yeah, Timeless Amulet's, I agree, satisfying is a good way to phrase it. Okay, we have a million sideboard cards, so it's hard to feel too scared here. What do you get with Karn 4 mana on this board? Ballista? Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll do it. Just a few cards coming in. I think we cut the Wall of Blossoms over the other 2 drops so our chords are a bit better. Although maybe we actually trim Fierce Empath in this matchup. Oh no. Keep the Wall of Blossoms in. Since we're more so like just like winning with our sideboard cards, because our Imperiosaur combo is like a turn 4 kill, which is too slow to like rely that much on. Modest, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well. Almost had a Curio win. Yeah, I would have needed another payoff in the hand, right? It'd be awesome to like trophy your first league with 2 fresh brews on a Monday, It would feel so good because Thursday and Friday were really rough streams. Hit a lot of walls. Finish some of these play points. Yeah, I need more Graz. The Elementals Graz deck was really fun. I've also been like, I need to actually build the list, but I've been working on mom cards so much. But like, I finally, I think, found an interesting shell for Winota, which is in the Asmo shell. We'll get back to it later, but I really think it's cool that you can hit Oval Chase Daredevil off Winota and hit Asmo, of course, and like discard Bloodghast for value, which is a really good creature to trigger Winota. Scrapwork Mutt's good to trigger Winota. I mean, they have a turn 3 Blood Moon on the play, which against regular Amulet is a bit better. Against this one, I guess it's probably still fine on the play. It's obviously that was my opponent's turn 2. Usually you go off on turn 3, probably fine. Again, I'm actually really excited to see if Bob has like tech for the sideboard, because like there's so many people who like watch the Timeless Aimless deck go, Spike, this deck needs sideboard cards. You need sideboard cards to solve all your problems, but it's just like you don't have enough green cards for Force of Vigor, and speaking of Force of Vigor. And like I literally like there's like the amount of like the ratio of like Spike, you need sideboard cards to actual like material suggested cards was really funny. Like very few people are like, this is a sideboard card, I think you should play Spike. Okay, I was not playing Crumbling Vestige. Cool to see this. Bob is I just always love to see Bob innovate and trying stuff. I think I Magus over Blood Moon first. Although no, let's Blood Moon first to see if Bob has Disenchants. I think we're not going to lose this game probably. So I just want to see like, does Bob have Disenchants or Dismembers? Maybe we get to see both. Let's go draw. That beautiful accent, yeah, my native Texas accent. Can I Empath here? Or can I... Oh yeah, I can Dino. Just barely. Pretty good draw, huh? Got a Dino, we got 2 Moons, we got 2 Force of Vigors. Guess save that double hard cast. I guess I should have killed this too. It doesn't matter. So the game's over. I could have killed this in response to the trigger though. Next time. I've come prepared for the amulet matchups though. I think the only card we've seen different from my list so far is the Crumbling Vestige. Which I wasn't playing because like the bounce lands are just so much better with the multiple amulet plan. You have turn 2 Rex Sage. It's like the worst sideboard card, but it is turn 2 Rex Sage is pretty important to have, or nice to have, and no, the whole rest of our deck is also more sideboard cards, so maybe this is just gonna be fine. Would have liked a Moon Effect too or something. Is Vestige part of a combo with Cloudstone Grazer? I wouldn't think so because it's the best. Whoa, what a draw. But no bounce land. Or presumably no bounce land. I'm also really not doing so much, right? Like, I killed the Saga because it's a little bit better than an Amulet because it can be an Amulet plus 1 mana or can get them. Map. And there's Crumbling Vestige, which kind of like I mentioned, a little bit worse than bounce land in these kind of spots. Well, although maybe it's just like better than like a basic for the most part. Grabs a Gruul Turf, plays a Stonebrain, interesting. It's actually probably pretty good against me here, although... Do I even care about the Stonebrain? Yes, I guess. Maybe not. I kind of think I should go Wall of Roots, Empath, get Imperiosaur, pitch the second Imperiosaur. Force Amos, they can't activate it? Oh, yeah. They would have to have an untapped land. Which I don't think that they do because they missed the land drop. Yeah, just force the amulets. And if they have the if they do have the untapped land, then we still have like plenty of like good live draws. What a top deck, huh? There's an untapped land though. We have to draw a card, we have plenty of moons, we have plenty of more disenchants. This is fine. This is fine. You just gotta kill the amulets against the Timeless Lotus deck. We have 4 moons, we have 3 more Force of Vigors. Stonebrain naming Ancient Imperiosaur though. We are at that point in Modern, despite it being a meme or calling it a meme as the new meme or something. I'm gonna attack for 3, and then we just I can't Seasoned Pyromancer and then Chord for Magus, right? One land, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can. At least by my first count. Not too bad. Aether is gonna be fine. Maybe there was a reason to do this pre-combat. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna get another Seasoned Pyromancer here. Alright, got a revenge on Bob after he stomped me last week. Okay, so the first deck we played today was our first draft of the Ronin deck. We trophied with that, which was awesome. And now we're playing for a trophy with our first league, first draft of this version of Imperiosaur. Which I guess, did someone already start the prediction? Okay, predictions live. Good looking 6. Getting back the Spyro, I guess, is close. Yeah, Fierce Empath is in Pioneer. Oh my gosh, that was almost disaster. I think it got reprinted into it. Of course, right. This is Murktide. We've already been Murktide once this league. Not Murktide. Rhinos. Okay. I found that the Dino is really, really good against Rhinos, so I'm not too scared to see this at the moment. So good chance next turn I'm like courting for Torch Courier. And then turn 3 or turn 4 we go Violin, Empath, get Dino, cast Dino. Kind of bad into Fury plus Cascade on turn 3. It's actually fine. Khalni Garden's putting in some work. It can't be Fury. On their turn, because we're gonna like be passing here, right? How's deck? This is our first league with it. We're playing for a trophy. Excited to see you play Pioneer again. Yeah, it'll be interesting dipping our toes back in. Just very briefly. So I think the Dino is gonna be a 16/16. Really hoping they play Shardless Agent, right? Okay, so we go Chord for Torch Courier. It can be bigger if we draw creatures to convoke. If we draw Nest Invader or Wall of Roots or another Torch Courier or Ignoble Hierarch, it'll be a bit bigger. And like even a little bit bigger would be really nice to make them block with a Rhino. Although I will see if it matters. Thanks for this go to 5-0. Yeah, I know that this was like one of the decks that I knew going in, like looked not very good, but like I knew it was going to be better than it looked. But like how much better than it looks is always the question, right? I don't like how long my opponent's tanking here. I wonder what that's all about. How's this matchup? In the other Dino deck had a pretty good Rhinos matchup. Like Fury was bad, of course, but like the dinosaur itself is like amazing against Rhinos. And we can play another dinosaur next turn too. Can I go Empath first? Second Empath first? I can't, right? Yeah, that puts me one short, so. Oh, it's only a 14/14. Oh, only. Gonna have to be fine. So good, like good 2-turn clock. We have another Dino next turn probably. Might be a little short. They're just gonna take 14. Okay. So if their plan is to Petty Theft or Brazen Borrower the Imperiosaur next turn, that's their whole turn. Forgot about that. They do need a 4th land for sure to do that. Do you scoop to Meddling Mage? I mean, I don't know, maybe. We're soft to it. Haven't seen that card in a long time. You can play. You can also, if the meta evolves, you can play Answers to it. They do have 4th land, and it's painless also. Which is awkward. They could be on Violent out. No, the Violent. It has to be like, you know, Petty Theft or Fire Ice. So let's see what we draw. Okay, let's just go ahead. Yeah, we did beat Stonebrain on, but that was a combination with like a million other sideboard cards. So I think I'm tapping both of my lands here for the next Imperiosaur. Yeah, this is better for us than Petty Theft by a lot, for sure. So I am not dead to any one thing, but if they have 2 things here, we die. Wait, is this coming down this turn? Next turn. We'll see. We'll see if that's enough. They're at 2 life, you know. I have 30 trampling power. But if they like have another Fire Ice or Borrower, they can buy some time. Dead to second Ice. Yeah, I'm dead to second. That's true. Ice or Borrower on offense does kill me. Not Ordawara though. Forgot to think. I don't know why I was thinking that they couldn't just block an attack. Oh, land dead gone too. Okay, down a game. Down a game. And again, I should have Soulless Jailer over Tajuru Preserver. I just kind of forgot that card existed. So I think we're just running it back. I think our plan A is fine against them. Tough game, tough game. Close one though. Could you have sacked the Eldrazi token for mana? No, you can't. You can't sack and tap for Convoke. Yeah, Empath has been good. Empath has been like weirdly like the missing piece of the puzzle. Like crazy when you vial it in, you know, vial it in Empath. Cast the Dino immediately. Alright, a little too bit high on the curve, huh? Keeping this one. I guess we put back second Empath. Probably don't need a second one. We 5-0'd with Rona Gorios. Second Affinity works? I think so, yeah. I don't think. I guess the wall being an 05 is free-ish to play. Really need to draw something that impacts the board next turn. I think I'm gonna hold the Hierarch. It's just like so free to play later. And I kind of like not playing into a burn spell this turn, especially if I just draw a land, which I did draw. Yeah, the Rona list is in the Stream Decker. It's also on Twitter. Type exclamation point deck. You can get the Stream Decker, exclamation point Twitter, go to Twitter. This was a 1-land keep on the play, funny enough. It's gonna be a good pickup for next turn, so cast Hierarch, Violent Empath. Cavern on Dino. And it's only a 12/12. 12/12 or 2 trample. Can't be countered. Could cast Empath and Vial Pyro in response to not discard. Yeah, but then we can't Dino this turn. Okay, so they've pitched Dispute, which is good that we have the Cavern to beat the Dispute here. And we get to Dino again next turn. I'm gonna upkeep Vial in the Spyro. Yeah, definitely for sure. They also have Violent Outburst. Looks like they also have Violent Outburst, which is bad, but potentially beatable. Maybe it's something else. I feel like Outburst would have already been cast. It's fire. Okay. I don't know if that's worse for me or not. It ain't good for sure. Yeah, I think you're right, Moose. 2 cards in their hand. Shard of the Sage. And they have Footfalls coming down next turn. Need to draw well. Matchup seems awkward. Most decks in the format don't have this many answers to Dino. I don't know. Like, are they answers? They're all like bounce and tap. I have to play some more. Okay, so draw the Dino, draw a mystery card, then draw another mystery card. Oh, another Dino. Interesting. It's not bad. We kind of need another Dino this game. It's awkward that... Yeah, I can't play with my Blossoms first. We could if we like knew we were drawing a land somehow. It's all fine. I mean, it's only a 10-10, but... Just need to stabilize a little bit. They're drawing up to 2 cards, they're getting more rhinos, I have another Dino. Can fight through this. But they have Petty Theft, fuck. We may only have 1 modern trophy today. That subtlety on the, like, was so timeful too. It's okay, it's okay. It's fine if we lose. Sometimes you lose. Not really sure how we get out of this. I kind of feel like if we can block and survive somehow, then hasty Torch Courier next turn, that could be a way. Yeah. Pretty dead. Okay, 4-1 that league. Very good first league for a deck. Really wish we had the trophy, but we'll play some more of this show. I think that this is a show that has a lot of potential and is pretty exciting. I am gonna power and push through.